sound of my voice, you've been trying to figure out how you're going to win this battle you're in. I've come to let you know that God will fight for you if you just stand still and watch Him work. Amen. Amen. Come on, put your hands together for God. He is an awesome God. Yes. He is an awesome God. If you will stand with me to Isaiah 43. Isaiah chapter 43. You'll find these words beginning with verse 14. This is what the Lord says, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. For your sakes I will send an army against Babylon, forcing the Babylonians to flee in those ships they are so proud of. I am the Lord your Holy One, Israel's Creator and King. I am the Lord, who opened a way through the waters, making a path through the sea. I call forth the mighty army of Egypt with all its chariots and horses. I drew them beneath the waves, and they drowned, their lives snuffed out like a sputtering candle wick. But forget all of that. It's nothing compared to what I'm going to do. For I'm about to do something new. See, I have already begun. Do you not see it? I will make a pathway through the wilderness. I will create rivers in the dry wasteland. The wild animals in the fields will thank me, the jackals and the owls too, for giving them water in the desert. Yes, I will make rivers in the dry wasteland, so my chosen people can be refreshed. I have made Israel for myself, and that they will someday honor me before the whole world. Let us pray. God, we thank you for who you are. We thank you for this opportunity to stand before your very presence. But God, also the fact that you allow us to make it to your house once again, to worship you and to praise your name. But understand, God, that there are some of us who need a word from you on today. And so, God, I pray now that you send a word that is convicting, that you send a word that is life-changing and life-transforming. God, I pray even now for those who may not know you, that by the end of this worship experience, they will know you and pardon their own sins. And God, they come running, asking, what do I do? What do I need to do to be saved? So God, I pray that you have your way in this place, that you do something that you've never done through your servant, that you allow me to see where you're working, that I may be able to join you there. Again, God, this is my worship unto you. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable unto you, O God. God, use me for your glory, and your glory alone. Pray this prayer in your Son, Jesus' name. And the people of God said, amen. 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 You may be seated in his presence. But forget all that is nothing compared to what I'm going to do. For I'm about to do something new. See, I've already begun. Do you see it not? Do you not see it? I will make a pathway through the wilderness. I will create rivers in the dry wasteland. If you'll be so kind and turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, it's time for us to grab hold of the greater that is coming. It's time for us to grab hold of the greater that is coming. As we prepare for the next move of God in the life of Second Calvary, I believe God is up to something that is greater than what we can even imagine. I believe that over the next couple of months, He's going to do something in us and through us that's simply for His glory. He has already established that will be a fresh vision that will happen when Pastor Corman returns, and then the greater will come in the life of Second Calvary Baptist Church. I'm not sure about you, but I'm just excited that God has given me an opportunity to play a part in what He's doing in the life of Second Calvary. Therefore, for a brief moment, I just want to talk with you about the greater that is coming. Although I don't know all what God has in store for us, but I do know some things that are on His mind that He's placed on our hearts for the next 3 months. He has already established for us to be the church that is a community focused and reaching our full potential and becoming more like Christ. He has already established a order for us to recharge and to become renewed. That is to say, evaluate where we are in the ministry and where we want to be in the ministry. We can no longer stay in the old ways of doing things, but there has to be a desire to go beyond what was. Although what was good for us is not where the Lord wants us to stay. God has so much on His mind for your life that supersedes your very mind. He has so many doors that He wants to open and has already gave us everything that we need in order for us to walk through those doors. He has already removed all the attempts of the enemy trying to prevent us from reaching our purpose and our ministry and our goals. If you think about this thing, you survived the loss of a loved one, which you, in your own mind, didn't think that you would be able to get over. You survived the loss of a loved one when you didn't think that you would ever get your joy back. When you look at the fact that when you didn't have income, your kids didn't recognize that you didn't know how they were going to eat. But yet, they did not miss a meal. Yet, they were able to have food. They were able to have shelter. They were able to see the goodness of God. As a matter of fact, you could say you was able to have more than what you needed in the first place. Look at the fact that you were in a depressed state and didn't know how you were going to get your joy. But yet, God began to remove the hurt, remove the pain, remove the disappointment. God gave you back your joy and gave you back your hope, gave you back your peace, gave you back your courage. Is there anyone that's under the sound of my voice that can testify that if it were not for God in your life, you would not have made it through what you were going through? You would not have survived it. You would not have overcome it. You would not even be able to walk in the sanctuary with your head lifted up because of what had hit you. But yet, God started turning some things around in your life. Some of you wanted to commit suicide, but God stepped in and turned you around, made a difference in your life, and now all you can't help but to still talk about how good God has been to you. God stepped in and watched you move. God watched everything over you and kept you in the midst of it all. God stepped right in to remind you that you're more than a conqueror, that you're the head and not the tail. My friends, God has a unique way of establishing the greater things that is in your very lives. God has a way of making His way known in ways that haven't been seen or even heard of. That's why I love Him so much. That's why I was deep in my sin, and He kept on loving me, kept on calling my name, kept on showing me His face the state that I'm in. And for someone that's under the sound of my voice, that's good news for you, because you have been wondering if God will ever forgive you, if God will continue to own you, if God is able to change your life around. Yes, you made some mistakes. Yes, you have done some things that were not of God, but I come by here to encourage you and to let you know that God still has something greater for you in your life. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what you did. Understand that your greater is ahead of you, and you cannot continue to stay in the state that you're in. When you begin to read chapter 14, you can't help but notice how God declares some things, how God lets the people of God know that the life that they're currently living in is not where I want you to be. As a matter of fact, I called you, I chose you, I had so much more for you. As a matter of fact, I established a ground, a purpose for your very life. And I don't want you to stay where you are. I want you to reach fulfill your very potential. God established that He would no longer allow the enemy to torture them, no longer allow the enemy to attack them. As a matter of fact, He will cause some things to happen in their very lives while they are in the wilderness, while they are going through their depression, while they're going through their bondage. God says, I'm going to change some things in your life. And I don't know who I'm talking to, but you've been so dwelling on what is not happening for your life. And I just stopped right here to let you know that God is about to bring forth something greater than you can experience, have experienced, will be able to experience on your own, because it's going to be God that brings it. And when you read this text, Isaiah 14, Isaiah lets us know a couple of things, and I'll be out your way. The first thing, God, that Isaiah lets us know is how do I know greater is coming? Well, Isaiah informs us that greater is coming because God has the ability to change the course of your life. God has the ability to change the course of your life. This is what it says in verse 14. He says, this is what the Lord says, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. For your sakes I will send an army against Babylon, forcing the Babylonians to flee in those ships. They are so proud of them. I am the Lord, your Holy One, Israel's Creator and King. I am the Lord who opened a way through the waters, making dry path through the sea. I call forth the mighty army of Egypt with all its chariots and horses. I drew them beneath the waves, and they drowned. Their lives snuffed out like a smoldering candle wick. God has the ability to change the course of your life by using what the enemy thought would be your destruction. In essence, He has the ability to redirect what was meant to destroy you to become your launching pad to your success. Therefore, you and I don't have to worry about what the enemy meant for our destruction, but we can focus on how God is going to use that for our benefit. As a matter of fact, He's going to allow everything that wasn't on your side to be exposed. He's going to remove some of the scales that was covering your eyes to see the destructive ways of those who are around you. But notice, if you will, God says, I'm doing this because I am your Lord. My God, for God to establish Himself as the great I am, He is setting the groundwork for us to have everything that we need. Because God understands that if I bring forth the great I am, that whatever they stand in need of, I'm able to bring it forth. If they need bread, I am bread for them. If they need water, if they're thirsty, I am water for them. If they need whatever they need, God is able to provide for it. But notice, not only does He says I am, but He says holy. He is holy. My friends, His holiness comes with His presence. His presence will change the atmosphere. His presence will change the area in which you and I walk on. And everything that isn't holy, that isn't right, will eventually come undone. So, my friends, get ready for God to begin to weeding out some people in your life. for his purpose that he's already established for you. Get ready for God to start uprooting some people to get you to your destiny. Notice, if you will, God uses the same people who were trying to keep the people of God from the possession of the land to be example to the world, that by any means necessary, he will keep his covenant, he will keep his word. All I'm trying to suggest to someone is that when you read the text, you see that the people were trying to destroy the people of God by way of their chariots and their horses. That means that they were strong, that they were mighty, and so therefore they thought that if they could run over the people of God, if they can destroy the people of God, they can stop their process, their process. And so God says, I'm going to allow them to come upon them, and I'm going to destroy them. I'm going to wipe them out, because they are not a part of what I have already established for their lives. In other words, I'm going to change the course of the life of my people so that they no longer have to operate under bondage, but they're able to operate in the power and the might that I've already called them to. And so I got to position them in a place where they no longer allow the enemy to cause them to give up on what I have for them. All I'm trying to let you know, baby, is that no matter what you're going through, what you're facing, what battle you're in, understand that God will fight your battles, that God will make a way out of no way, that God will provide everything that you need. Perhaps that don't help you. The second point, I'm going to let you understand the reason why God has declared his power in your life and is able to meet every one of your needs. Greater is coming, because God has declared his power to work in your life and to meet every one of your needs. It's right there in verse 18 through 20. But forget all that it is, nothing compared to what I'm going to do, for I am about to do something. See, I have already begun. Do you not see it? I will make a pathway through the wilderness. I will create rivers in the dry wasteland. The wild animals in the fields will thank me, the jackals and the owls, for giving them water in the desert. Yes, I will make rivers in the dry wasteland, so my chosen people can be refreshed. Greater is coming, because God has declared his power to work in your life. In order for that power to work, we can no longer dwell on what was. We can no longer look at how life used to be, but we must focus on what God is doing and will do. Yes, what was done was great. It was awesome. But God says what is to come will be far greater than what was. It will be better than it once was. As a matter of fact, I've already started. I've already started moving some things around in your life. I've already started making a way out of no way. I've already started making things straight in your life. I've already made the path open for you. I've already established your blessings. I've already established your joy. I've already established your peace. I've already established everything that you need in order to survive. Already readjusted some things in your life. If you begin to look around your life, look at how things are lining up for your life. Look at how God is making a way out. Look at how God has opened up opportunities that you didn't think or even imagine that would happen in your life. Look at how God is providing for you, and you didn't even ask him to provide for you. Without even asking, God has made a way, and God has established his his purpose in your life. I already gave you what you need, even while you were in the wilderness state. For someone that's under the sound of my voice, you have been wrestling with how you are going to survive, how you are going to make it to the end of the month, and it's just July the 2nd. I decree and I declare on this morning, the Lord will provide for you. He will open up the doors for you. He will shake up the foundation for you. He will put the right people in the right place at the right time, so that you may be in position to fulfill his purpose for your life. And I know some of you need some testimonies, and so I just stopped by to let one person person knows something about somebody in the Bible by the name of Abraham, he could tell us about what it means to be in the right position and how God is able to provide the necessary things in order for us to fulfill our very purpose. You do remember the story of Abraham as he's getting ready to take his son up the altar to be sacrificed, and his son looks at him and says, Dad, I see the fire, I see the bundles, but I don't see the sacrifice. And Abraham turns to his son and says, son, don't worry about it, but God will provide everything that we need. God will provide the sacrifice. And so therefore, as they make their way up this mountain and they get there, and Abraham begins to get his son in position, wrapping him up and getting ready to come down on him, and the Lord shows up out of nowhere. There was a ram in the bush. All I'm trying to suggest to someone is that God has a way of making a way out of no way. He has a way of positioning some things in our life that we will not know if we don't move toward our destiny. God will provide. I don't know what is being held up from you. I don't know what is standing in your way of your destiny. I don't know how hard your journey has been. But there's one thing I do know. God will provide. God will make a way out of. God will give you the rest that you need. God will provide you the peace that you need. And God will give you the comfort that you need. God will, oh yes, God will open up the doors for you. God has provided a way to reach your full potential. God has set up this time for you to be refreshed, for you to be recharged, for you to be renewed, so that you may be able to be established in everything that He has for your life. He will do this on His own might. He will do this on His own strength. He will do this according to His own authority. It has nothing to do about you and I. It's all about what He wants to do and how He wants to do it and how He's going to provide. And I don't know about you, but I'm so glad I got a God that thinks enough of me, that there is so much more that He has ahead of me, that I can't lose focus and looking at what's behind me, because what's greater is in front of me. And I don't know about you. Yes, God, I give you help right here, because what's ahead of me is far greater than what I left behind and what left me behind, because God is that kind of God. Notice what the text says. The text says that I'm going to bring them to a place where they can be refreshed. Hey, little wokas. That simply means that they were in a dry place. Yes, God. They were in a wilderness state, if you will. They didn't know what was going to happen and how it was going to happen. And yet God shows up in a dry place. Yes, God. And let them know that they can be refreshed, that they can be renewed, that they can be revived, that they can overcome this. In other words, I'm going to give you what you need for your journey. Because what I have for you is far greater than what you're going through. And here's the last thing, and I'm out your way. God has established His ultimate purpose for your life. He has established already His ultimate purpose for your life. Notice if you will, verse 21. I have made Israel for myself, and they will someday honor me before the whole world. They 30 already got it. But 11, here it says, I made Israel for myself. Notice if you will that God established us as one of His creation. He formed us, if you will, into what He desired us to be. I have made Israel for myself. We sometimes try to compare who we are with each other and not take into consideration that it was God who will fashion us into His own likeness. I love the fact that God decided to make me His own, yes God, for His own purpose, for His own joy, for His own glory. I don't know about you, but when I think about who I am and what I've done, I think, God, think enough for me to make me of His own, to be like Him, to be a part of what He's doing in the life of His people. I don't know about you, but I'm so glad that God chose me. He purposely put me in the earth to accomplish His purpose. What I'm trying to suggest to someone is that God's ability to form us is enough for you and I to give Him the praise. As Yes, God. Yes, God. Our ultimate purpose is to do what he has established for us to do in the earth. That is to give him the praise. Yes, that's right. You were created to worship the Lord. God's ultimate desire is for us not to forget to tell him thank you for what he has already done. Thank you for what he is doing. And thank you for what he will do. My God, even the jackals, yes, God, and the owls were able to honor him. They realized because God provided water in a dry place, he deserves the praise. He deserves to be exalted. He deserves to be magnified. If the jackals, yes, God, are able to recognize how God is able to provide out of no way and give him the praise, surely we should be able to bless his name. We should be able to bless his name. We should be able to give him the praise and the glory because he is worthy of all praise and all glory. He's worthy to be exalted. He's worthy to be blessed because blessing and honor belongs to God. Glory and praise belong to him. When you think about the fact that while we were yet sinners, yes, God, Christ died for us. That while we were yet sinners, Christ took the punishment of our sins. That's enough to bless his name. When you think about that, it was God who wiped our very eyes. It was God who comforted us. It was God who kept us. When it was God who watched over us, you can't help but give his name the praise because he is an awesome God. He's a magnificent God. He's worthy to be praised. So I will glorify him. I will give praise because of his wonderful acts. I will bless his name. I will declare to the world that he is able to do exceeding above all that I can even ask or even think because he deserves the praise. He deserves the honor. Can I let you in on a secret? The only reason God chose you and I is for us to give him the glory. He's doing all of this to bring glory to his name. He's doing all of this to establish us in the power and the might of his hand. And that's just the move of God. The next move of God in your life is not about you, baby, but it's about God being glorified, God being exalted, God being praised, God being lifted up, God being magnified, oh, God being glorified. It's about his how wonderful he is, how marvelous he is, how awesome he is. That is to glorify him. This is so, yes, God, that is for us to exalt him, to raise his name that's above every name, to lift him up in the earth. I'm done, my friends, but all I'm trying to get you to understand is that the point that you get to where God has taken you, don't stop praising his name. Don't forget about his goodness. Don't forget about his kindness. Don't forget about his love for you. You got to take time and tell him thank you. Thank you for keeping me. Thank you for holding me. Thank you for watching over me. Thank you for picking me up. And I don't know about you, but he deserves it all. He deserves it all. He deserves it all. His great is coming. The question is, what will you do when you get it? Because he's already established, I've done this. I created them so that glory may come my way. I just want to encourage you. No matter what state you're in, greater is coming. Yes, it's been good. Yes, God has been providing. God has been making a way out of no way. But God says, I got so much more. You think you come across the wilderness wasn't there. Hey, but you wait till I open up that door if I'm ready to promise you. You wait till I heal your body to show you that I'm still good, that I still have all authority, that I still have all power. Yes, you experienced the healing of my power once before. Surely you are healed. Yes, God, that you are feeling right now. The greater is going to come. question is, will you be in a position to receive the greater?